little bit hard driving too, Roger. There's no bunkering down there or anything to say what can you aim at. You aim at the big tree that you see. You don't aim to the water tower. That's too close to the right side of the fairway. Pick out one of those trees and just try to swing right toward it. Started a little left.
Should be perfect.
Good. Good shot. That is perfect. Left third of that fairway is ideal.
See what Payne Stewart's done. He's played these last 3 holes at even par the previous 4 rounds. He's made a par at this hole every day.
Well, it stayed in the fairway, but he will have to throw his second shot up over the tree that overhangs the fairway on the right side.
Scott Simpson, Payne Stewart have hit their tee shots at 16. Simpson leads by 2 in this 18-hole playoff.
Wonderful shot.
I think that's exactly what he needed to do, Roger. Not to put the lake in play at all. Just put it on the green. Make Payne have to take a chance.
Payne is 160 yards. Probably will take an 8-iron, throw it up over that tree. I don't think he can get there with a 9, although there's quite a bit of wind behind him. A little out of the left, but mostly behind.
Of course, as we look at our picture here, Bob, it looks like he's almost under that tree. How much room does he have between he and the hole?
I mean, he's 50 yards short of that tree, David.
All right.
So he'll have no problem getting it up over the tree. He is definitely below the hole, and this is one of the few times anybody's been below the hole today.
Scott Simpson will have that left for his par. At 16, a hole he has bogeyed the last 2 days.
It's almost a must make, Roger. Also very important if you could make it to get within a stroke and get to the honor on the par 3 17. Drilled it.
Would you call that in the back of the cup, David?
Yes, sir, Reed.
Oh. 16th hole's been very good to Payne Stewart. Now, Scott Simpson with this short putt for par to maintain a one-stroke advantage going to 17. Two-shot swing for the third time today. And we're even going to 17 in the playoff for the 91st United States Open Championship between Scott Simpson and Payne Stewart. That was a 220-yard walk from the green at 16 to the tee at 17, and got to feel that Payne Stewart might have just floated up that hill.
Drank a lot of water, though.
Yeah.
Say he's hopped up because he's got a 5-iron.
You the man!
That's 3 days in a row that Payne Stewart has hit wonderful tee shots at this par 3.
It's wonderful, Roger, but he's got a putt that he's got to be very, very careful with going down that hill. Give anything to be that far below the hole.
Scott has a 4-iron, excuse me, in his hand.
Birdie time!
Way left. Oh, goodness.
Well, as I said, I sure didn't think that lake was in play. Gosh, what a bad shot. What an awful time to hit that shot. Wonderful shot. Oh, boy. That ball may not be stopped yet.
Well, every one of us who's ever played this game and has hit a ball in the water and had to take a drop and hit it over a short area like that, and you know how nervous you are just playing with friends, multiply it about 100,000 times. You said it was fast, David.
He knew it was fast. It just wasn't quite as fast as either one of us thought.
Now, Scott Simpson has this putt for bogey. And if he could run it in, it would make Payne Stewart's little downhiller that much more difficult.
This is a putt that's really fast, David.
that's why he's playing for the United States Open Championship.
Boy, that took a lot of nerve there. What
Man.
a great, great four.
Man, oh man.
A lesser player would just go ahead and make 5 and just give up.
Now, Payne Stewart with this for par and a one-shot lead. They go to the 18th hole in the 18-hole playoff for the 91st United States Open Championship, and Payne Stewart leads Scott Simpson by 1.
Wind directly behind the players. Payne has an iron.
Come in, Payne. Here, Payne.
That has found the fairway bunker to the right. Hole's playing so much different than it has the past couple of days.
You can knock it on the green out of that bunker, though, Roger, and that's the best angle to come from.
Now, Scott Simpson. If they would, perchance, be even after this 18, they would just move back to the first hole and go from there. And that has jumped out of the bunker into the rough.
Scott's caught a pretty good lie, and I believe Payne has a very playable lie in the bunker.
Okay, Judy, thank you. So these two men, nerves a bit frayed, physically and mentally taxed at this moment as they come up 18. One will be the champion, and let's look back at past United States Open champions.
Hit it very solidly.
Like he cut it just a little.
And it has come to rest in that intermediate cut of rough, short and right of the pin here at 18. Well, he has caught the rough behind the green at 18. David, it's an area that's been walked on quite a bit because there have been a number of people who have been back in that rough, and we can see the ball from our position. It seems to be sitting up, but there's a big tuft of grass right in front of it. Payne Stewart will have that putt for par.
Bob, he couldn't do it. He had to hit it hard enough to get it out of the line. It just carried over that first cut of fringe.
Carried over the fringe, Dave. It's the only chance he had was to play that shot.
God, what a good second shot he played, too. A little unlucky there.
We come down to this. Payne Stewart looking at a par putt. Scott Simpson has a par putt. So, Scott Simpson makes a bogey at 16, a bogey at 17, and a bogey at 18. And now Payne Stewart has a lot of comfort in this short putt. Green and our editorial advisor, Frank Hannigan. Now, Payne Stewart, this putt for par. And the win in the 91st United States Open. Payne Stewart from Springfield, Missouri, who now makes his home in Orlando, Florida. Wife and his daughter, wife Tracy. A few months ago, he didn't know whether he'd ever be able to play again. He's off the tour for 10 weeks.